And so today we're going to finish our alpaca sweater project. So the first thing is I had cut out your llama for you. If you still need to finish coloring, I would wait till later. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come around and ask you what color of paper you want. For the friends at home, you get to pick whatever color you want. And the next thing you're going to do is I have my head here. So I'm going to line this up and see what fits. If I feel like this is too wide, I'm just going to cut it down a little bit. And all you have to do is come on the side and just cut a straight line. But you don't want your sweater or this paper to be too small. Like if it was this small, you're not going to be able to weave a lot. So you want to make sure it's not too small, but it fits perfectly. Look at that. That fits great. So that's the only cut I'm going to make is right here. Now I can make my loom. A loom is how weavers weave in things into blankets or sweaters. So I'm going to take the bottom here and I'm going to fold it to the top. I'm going to meet the corners and push down. And I'm going to fold it like this. So now one side is open like a mouth, like this, and one side is folded like this. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the fold side. Never cut on the mouth side. The mouth side needs to be facing away from you. And you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut and stop. You don't want to cut off the strip because you want this to stay attached. Now, don't make super skinny lines because then it's harder to weave. So if it helps you, you could always come in and draw lines with pencil or Sharpie so you know where to cut. So see how big mine are? We want them to be about an inch. So any skinnier than this would be a little too small. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to keep cutting on my lines now that I made them. And good. Now that I'm finished, when I open this up, I'm going to have these strips here. Okay? And this is where you can spend the rest of class. Now this part's hard, so pay attention. So you get the strips. So for my friends at home, all you have to do is get colored paper, hold it, and cut off strips. And I would cut them as big as you did the loom. So you can just do that really quick. So just get paper, you can put it all together and just cut off strips. For the friends here, you have strips at your desk and you're going to start weaving. So I'm going to start by going over this one. See this one here? I'm going to go over this one, then under the next one. If it helps you with pencil, you can draw at the top here. You can draw a smiley face and a heart, smiley face, heart, because we talked about patterns today. So we can draw a pattern here. Now I know that if I'm on the smiley face for this row, I'm going to go over the smiley face, under the heart, over the smiley face, under the heart, over the smiley face, under the heart. So now I have a beautiful woven strip for my sweater. Okay, so just like that. Now, if I do the same thing in the next row, if I go over the smiley face, that's not going to work. We want it to look like a checkerboard. So this time I'm going to do the opposite. Instead of going over the smiley face, I'm going to go under the smiley face, over the heart. Under the smiley face, over the heart. Under the smiley face, over the heart. Now, do you see how it looks like a checkerboard? Awesome. And now I'm just going to go back to the first one. So I'm going to go over the smiley face, under the heart. Over, under, over, under. And I'm just going to do this all the way down to where I can't do it anymore. If you finish early and you want to use the strips of paper that you have, you can cut thinner strips like this one. So you can cut the strips at your desk thinner and you can just go over them like this and do thinner stripes like I did on the board. So you can always do this. Okay, so like that. Okay, and then I can line it up and it looks really cool like that too. You don't have to do the thinner strips, that's just if you're finished. If you're not finished, I just want you to do this. Once you've done all of your rows all the way to the bottom, you're gonna have these little tails here. And I want you to go ahead and cut those off so they're in line with the paper. And then you're going to take a glue stick and glue down the tabs at the end here, just at the end. So on each end, you're going to come glue those. Then once you're done, all you have to do is make sure your llama's to the back. You're going to glue right here on your llama, and then you're just going to stick the sweater on top of it. And then you were finished for today. So that's all we're doing today. Really take your time weaving and make some awesome sweaters.